Damn, Q. Baby, you did that.
Yo, you already know what it is, man. We are off the block, man, live from the 48205 with your boy Q Lewis holding it down live from the 48205. You already know that, man. Red Zone, baby. We got a very special guest in the basement tonight. Very special. I always got special guests, but this is a very special guest. I even took the time out to write something. Like I want to get it right? All right, so we got a content creator, a literary diva, right? A media maven, a red carpet queen. Yeah, I saw you on there. Who just also happened to do podcasts too, obviously. Tam Telling Tales is yours. And of course, you are my co-host on Pod Talk. So shout out to Pod Talk. We've got, I ain't gonna call you by your whole name because it's just feel weird. Nah, so I'm just gonna call you Tam. I'm gonna call you Tam Telling Tales, dog. I want to call you by your whole name, but I feel like I don't want to.
Because
do you use it?
Listen, the people do. They be like, Tam Telling Tales. I think they like saying it because it's we gonna
roll with that. Tam Telling Tales.
However you want to do this.
What up, dog? Thank you for coming down to the basement, man.
Thank you for having me.
No, for sure. Now, before I thought we was gonna maybe do it remote because I didn't know if you wanted to come down to the basement because, like, we in the trenches over here.
Listen, I will pull up. You understand?
Right. No,
I will
for sure.
pull up.
For sure. I've learned a few things.
Okay, listen. The basement vibe be a vibe because when I first started doing reviews and stuff like that, I was in my basement.
Yeah.
And I still to like right now, if it's alive and I'm at home, I'm in the crib. I'm in the basement.
No, for sure. Now a lot of people, I don't know who these people might be, but they might not know you. So want to give them a little background on who Tam is.
Okay, well, everyone out there watching, I am Tam. My brand is Tam Telling Tales, and I am, your nice, friendly blogger. I'm always kikiing with the people, finding out more about the storytellers behind the stories. And because I am a certified book nerd, I'm always going to incorporate some level of literacy into the conversation. So you will always hear me asking you what you're reading and encouraging you to read a book.
A certified book nerd. I mean, well, tell me this. How did you get like so heavily involved in literature anyway?
It's been since my childhood. So I'm an only child, and I think that just having to keep yourself occupied at times, you always had a book with you. And to this day, I'm the person that I can be at the bar. And
have a book.
And now that they got them on the phones too, you got your little Kindle. I'm reading a book probably. I'm in my phone reading.
Now, are you an old school book reader though? Like, are you comfortable with the Kindle? Because like for me, like I want to turn some pages.
I'm old school. I like a book. I like a hardcover. I like a paperback.
For sure.
I like to put my bookmark into my pages. I'm that girl. But for convenient purposes, I read an ebook.
What about audiobooks? Are you into? Now I've done it while traveling, like while driving.
I listen to audiobooks for sure. It's not my favorite thing to do. My first preference is always going to be to actually see the words. Because it just sticks with me better if I see the words. But I'll listen to some books. Like if I go to the gym, I'll go ahead and put a book on. Do
you? This is a throwback. I don't even know if you gonna remember for real, but do you remember the first book that you read, like the for real book, not like Cat in the Hat, but like the first for real book?
For real book, cause see,
like damn, I'm a reader.
Maybe probably the Babysitter Club.
Word.
It's either the Babysitter Club or Goosebumps.
Everybody say Goosebumps. I've never read.
Goosebumps was good reading.
Yeah.
Oh,
you're not the first person to say that though.
Goosebumps was good reading.
That's crazy.
Those are probably the ones I can remember. As a child, that I was like, I need to have the next book. Like you remember back in the day, they used to have them little thin paper book order forms at school. And so you could order your books and everything. And I think got to this
you
day,
out here ordering books.
That life afforded me the opportunity to order up stacks of books. And my mama ain't never have a problem with cashing me out. Like, right. So,
no, that's what's up.
For sure.
Yeah. Now, I was, this is probably, I think this was before Goosebumps, but I was a Nancy Drew reader, which is crazy. Like I I remember that being like the first book that I would say like that I felt like I read that was a book that wasn't like Scholastic and no shit like that. So it was Nancy Drew. Damn, I can't remember the name, but it was one of the ones where they had the collab with the Hardy Boys.
Oh,
Yeah, so it was her and the Hardy Boys, and like this winter retreat, like a ski lodge or something.
It's giving you a slither older than me, like a little.
Oh yeah.
Slither.
No, I'm older.
Not too much.
I'm an old man.
Though.
I'm an old man.
Wait a minute. Okay, are you over 42?
Man, I'm closer to 50 than anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah,
okay.
I'm old. Yeah, I'm old.
The way you talking, I'm like.
Yeah, that's why when you said Goosebumps, a lot of people like younger than me. So they say Goosebumps.
Yep,
yeah.
I'm an 83.
So
baby.
I never got to that. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. See.
Yeah. So that's kind of how I started. With that.
I love to hear the men talking about the books that they used to read back in the day, because sometimes y'all don't really be telling the people about it, and I be asking.
I mean, half the time we don't be reading. That's really my sister. My sister was she was the nerd. So like because of her, she would force me to read. So yeah, she would force me to read. So that's kind of why most of my homies, like we growing up, like I mean, let's be honest, them niggas won't read no books though. Like they just wasn't. And a lot of us don't. Like we're never encouraged to do that. I remember I was at the barbershop, and it was a young lady I was dating, and I used to take her son to the barbershop. And while he was getting his haircut, like I'll be reading a book. And it's like the women in the barbershop was so amazed. Like it's crazy. Like, bro, it's a book. Like, yeah. So anyway.
The way to a woman's heart.
I see. Now
what you reading?
You start off with books and everything. I know that's your passion, but like I see you be dibbling and dabbling with the movies too, though. Like even in a couple movies, if I'm not mistaken.
I have.
But what do you like more, like movies or books? All day.
All day.
Because without books, it wouldn't be no movies.
Right.
I guess.
Somebody got to write the stories.
That's for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and a lot of the movies and shows that you watch was books first.
That's true.
And I did this segment on some shows and movies that you may not have known were actually books first. And a lot of people didn't know In the Heat of the Night. You remember In the Heat of the Night?
It was a book?
Yeah.
No.
So listen, look, I'm about to put you up on game.
Heat of the Night was a book.
I'm about to put you up on game. So it's a part of a series, right?
Yeah.
And the series follows Virgil Tibbs.
Okay.
And Virgil Tibbs pretty much goes and solves all these different crimes in different places or whatever. But they based In the Heat of the Night off of one of the books that was in the series, and they developed it off from that.
I never knew that. I'm thinking like, all right, the series came from the movie, but I'm thinking that was the beginning. That was it. A book. Damn. Now you gonna make me, we'll go back and try to read it.
Would, he would travel and so it was almost set up almost like Murder, She Wrote. Which
I was gonna say
Murder, She Wrote is a series of books too.
I can imagine. Like I felt like that probably was.
That's the series of books. Yeah. But just like her show, every week it was somebody that Angela Lansbury got to figure out who did what. You know what I'm saying? Jessica Fletcher.
I have to be honest though, I've never watched Murder, She Wrote. Ever. I know, right? Like when I see it coming on, like what she be walking past the typewriter or something, like I automatically turn the shot like I don't want to see this shit. I've never watched that shit. I'm gonna go back and watch it now though.
Listen, it was dope.
Yeah.
And it's the great binge worthy show because it was so many episodes. Back in the day, a season was like 26 episodes.
Right. Yeah,
versus now it'd be like 10.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
no, for sure.
She was on the air for 70 years. Right. So you could start from season 1.
She's probably 1,000 when she started.
She
been
you to your 50s. All right. You celebrate your birthday watching the last episode.
Right. Now, I know you've read a million books, right? So, but I still want to ask you, like, what has been, I'll say two of your favorite books that you've ever read?
Let's see. Black by Joan Vassar. Is my number one. That's happened within the last 10 years or so. Okay. But prior to that, my favorite one was A Child of God by Lolita Fowles.
I'm not hip. I never heard of it.
So, Child of God is it's a story about a family and just how different this family just develops out, how they're moving across seasons and everything. Okay. And you start off with this The opening scene, they say there's nothing like the smell of a burning baby.
What?
And
Dog.
it take you
It's a
on
hell of an opening scene.
roller coaster ride from there. Like, this family
A burning baby.
This family is crazy, and just all of these
Obviously.
developments. So you got, this father who is, dang, I can't even give it away.
Without getting,
man, but he's abusive. I'm gonna say
Gotcha.
that he's abusive, and then over time we learn why he was abusive.
Yeah.
We discover what women had to deal with when it came to dealing with an abusive man. You black,
Yeah.
you down there, you ain't got no rights. You not smart. You can't do nothing but stay.
Yeah.
But then when you decided that you was gonna do something else besides just stay, settle, and deal with it, what that looked like for the family.
Damn.
So
That's deep.
So
That's deep. Yeah.
Listen, the book is good, and it goes over generations of years.
Yeah.
Starting off with the mama and the daddy,
And this
their
is just
kids
one book. It's
growing
not a
up.
series of books.
Just one book.
Oh damn! This must be a pretty long book.
It's but it's not. It's not that long.
Yeah.
But it's not a short book either.
Right.
But
Gotcha.
it's so good that
You can't
I
really
don't
tell.
see nobody like starting to read it and be like, "Dang, I'm so sick of reading
Yeah.
this book." It's good.
Yeah. Now, how do you feel about rereading books though? Like, do you do that? Cause I for a long time I thought that was weird. Like, why would you reread a book, right? But like we watch movies over and over and over and over, right?
And they say the people who watch and reread books tend to be smarter too.
Yeah. I've only done that. I've only done that one time, and that actually was with Between the World and Me with Ta-Nehisi Coates, and I read that twice.
I think I gifted that to somebody.
Yeah, it's a dope book. Like I like his writing because it's reminiscent of James Baldwin, which is like my favorite author. But yeah, I remember reading it when I was in Colorado. Then when I came home, like I reread it, and it's crazy. Like it really is true that if you get a couple of years of experience in between, you read the same words differently. Mm-hmm. That's crazy though, right?
Yeah.
But that's how that shit works.
Yeah.
You remember the first book that you reread?
That I reread.
Yeah, like
The
on purpose.
first one, I know some of the books that I have reread was Family by J. California Cooper.
Okay.
I've reread A Child of God.
Right.
I've reread,
For sure, yeah, I'm sure that, yeah.
I've reread Black
Yeah.
by Joan Vassar. That one, interesting enough, I'm gonna pat myself on the back about this particular book.
Okay.
because
Tell
it's
us
a
why.
Nice little story behind this one.
Okay.
So she's an independent author. I'm at a book conference in Atlanta.
Okay.
She just helping out for this bookstore that's at the conference, and so I got these books. I'm cashing out, and there's books sitting around the counter and everything. The owner of the bookstore, she comes up and she's like, "Did she tell you that she got a book?" She's talking about the person checking me out. And I
Gotcha.
said, "No, she ain't saying she had no book."
Yeah.
And so she's like, "This her book right here."
Oh, so
and I was like,
she one of those writers.
"Oh,
Don't want
okay."
nobody to know.
I was like, "Well, go ahead and put your book on there too."
Yeah.
She was like, "You ain't got to do that." I was
Yeah.
like, "Put the book on there."
Right. I'm not asking you.
Okay, put the book
Right.
on there, right? She's like, "Okay, fine." So I was like, "Now, you got to autograph it and everything." So she autographed it, put her number in there and everything. So it sits on my shelf for a little minute. And then I go to read this book, right?
Yeah.
And I started reading it, and I was like, hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up. Ain't no way she was supposed to just be sitting there by the side of a counter
Right.
and then acting like, "Oh, it's no big deal." I called her. I said, "What you doing, ma'am?
Right.
What are we doing? You don't put this just randomly on the side of a counter and
Yeah.
just let people maybe perhaps find it. No, ma'am.
Right.
No, ma'am."
Damn, it was like that.
It was like that. And
Yeah.
so she, laughing it off, whatever. And I said, "No, ma'am, this not what we doing." I bring it to the book club. I said, "Listen, we reading this book and it's got some slaves in it." So they huffing and puffing. Like,
Right, because nobody want to read about no damn
right,
slaves.
okay,
Right.
because I'm the historic fiction girl.
Okay.
You gonna probably have a slave in your book messing around with me.
He
Okay.
said, you gonna have a slave.
Probably gonna have a slave.
Yeah.
Okay. So they like, "Oh God, here we go." Whatever.
Right.
We're reading it.
Yeah.
So now we're reading the book. Everybody falls in love with this book. And I'm like, I remember I told y'all like this one was different. It's gonna hit different. They like,
Yeah.
we ain't really get it, but we get it now. So now we became friends with her.
Right.
Okay. Everybody got her number. We calling her all
Yeah.
this. So long story short, which this still ain't really been all that short. There is a series now. It's 5 books. and she'll call me her Diana Ross and she Michael Jackson because she feels like I was a person that was like, no ma'am, you don't sit on this gift right here. Like, you got to push this to the world
for sure.
Way different than what you've been doing.
Yeah,
because this is gold right here.
Yeah.
And to this day, she has written so many other books. She's got like a huge following, fan club group on Facebook, and just
and
all
before
that
she was scared to even mention she had a book.
I said, man,
how you feel about that though? Right?
Listen,
he was instrumental in that.
Pat on the back, baby.
Nah, for real.
So when I tell people read the book, read that book. I ain't gonna never steer you wrong with the books.
Damn, that's crazy. What's her name again?
Joan Vassar.
Joan Vassar. All right, Joan.
Yeah.
See, you was about to be in here stuffing books in bags for from now on.
Okay.
Luckily, you listen.
Well, see, this the thing. Like, she wasn't, because she ain't really working no bookstore. She was like an engineer or something.
Okay,
like,
gother.
She was just helping, volunteering
She was helping
for
out.
her friend.
Okay.
So,
but she wasn't pushing that book, though.
She wasn't pushing a book like that. I'm like, no, ma'am.
Damn. And at that time, that was her first one. Or had she written some more, too?
No, she had written some others. But she had a really great story behind that one too, because it was an older book that she had been shopping the publishers and stuff. Okay. They wasn't ready for that type of story. Yeah. Right? So this story is going to put you in the mindset of, it was a show that used to come on WGN. It had a couple seasons and they took it off, and it had Journey Smollett. I can't remember. Underground.
I was so pissed when they took that off.
The mindset.
Oh, okay.
That it's gonna put you in. They wasn't ready for that. They not ready for that. 20 some odd years ago.
Right,
so they was just like, nah, we'll pass. So she just sat on it.
Yeah, they wasn't too long, like not too long ago either, because that's why they canceled Underground. Because I was ready for that next season, because they was getting ready to introduce some new. Shit. I'm kind of mad about that though. Yeah, because they was getting ready to introduce some good stuff.
Well, that's a series that you can read.
Okay.
And if you into audiobooks, she has it as audio as well, like the whole series of audio.
I just kind of got into it. It's more of a, like, if I'm traveling, so like if I'm driving, it's cool because I can just let it play, that kind of thing. But regularly, I just want to flip through the pages. Yeah, for sure. Now,
I have definitely reread that one because it's just so many great talking points and perspectives to consider when you reread a book like that. Because when I first started reading it, I didn't even consider that it was a romance novel. Right? I thought it was just a historic fiction. That's the only way that I really looked at it. Right. And then the more that I'm talking to her and I'm in these groups and we're talking about the book, and it's like, oh, it's a black romance, historic. And I'm like, I guess they was in love.
How much does that help too, though? Like, enjoying it with others. Like, how much does that help? Because, like, that's the thing that honestly I've never done. I've never been a part of a book club. I've never, like, read a book with other people. You know what I'm saying? So, like, how does that help the perspective of the book? Like, because
tremendously.
Because like how you just said, it's just like you got some different perspectives because other people was reading it. I've never done that.
Tremendously, because the way that other people will even interpret the work, the way that certain things that you may not have even thought was relevant, you know, you just glossed over it, and somebody else thought it was extremely pertinent. You don't necessarily know until you had those conversations with people. For sure. And that's why I enjoy doing what I do, especially when it comes to talking to the authors, because they definitely will give you a perspective. Yeah. You
it's
thought,
theirs,
you thought it was supposed to be one thing, and they like, nah,
it wasn't none
that
of
ain't
that.
it. And you trying to tell other, it is this, and the author that wrote it is like,
I'm trying to tell you, like, nah, you trying to put the one on it, that's not it. Yeah.
It was this, you know what I mean? Right. So, great story about Sister Soldier. You know, when her most famous book, Coldest Winter Ever, when that, you know, came out, it was a hit.
Yeah, let's talk about it, because I'll be the first to tell you, not a Sister Soldier fan.
Oh, you not? Her as a person or her as an author?
I like her as a person. I like to hear her speak. Okay. Like, I love her as an orator, I guess you would say. But like her books, like, not so much. It's just not my.
So you know what? Yeah. Did you read Coldest Winter?
I tried.
Okay.
It just I just didn't.
Interesting. Interesting. You go, you see her, you do her book signings and speak. She does not like
Really?
that book.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Okay.
We
but
might
the
be on to
reason-
something there.
But the reason that she, doesn't is because she wrote it as a cautionary tale, expecting for people to understand, like, this is not who you should want to be.
Right.
This not the life.
Right.
Only for her to discover afterwards that people loved Winter. They idolized her, wanted to be like Winter, and she's like, "Are you
that wasn't
dumb?
the point. Right, that wasn't the point.
Are you
Like,
dumb?"
you missed the whole situation.
Yeah. And so to hear her talk about the book, there's almost like this underlying disdain that she has for it. And I'm like, she don't like that book.
She don't like it.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then when she came back with that sequel, I said, "Oh, girl, you just could let Sleeping Dogs lie." That was the first time I did a book review, and I was like, "This is getting one acrylic nail. Like this wasn't it."
No, I feel you.
This wasn't it.
All right, so we're talking about a lot of authors. So let's talk about what you really came here to talk about, right?
Okay, you see how this happens?
Man.
We get to talk about books, baby. We be here all
I
night.
see. No, for sure. So it's the ICU Reading Literary Experience, right?
Yes.
All right, so it's come up in less than a month now.
It is.
Right? So how did it come about, and like, what is this event anyway?
Okay, so boom. I am in a book club called ICU Reading and Social Network.
Okay.
And we started about 15 years ago. It'll be 15 years in September.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you. And so we're all up in the metropolitan Detroit area, or at least that's how it started.
Okay.
And so our core members, it's 9 of us. And so over time, things have grown and we expanded it to online.
Okay.
So we have around 3,200 members on the online end of things.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So, we're like always trying to be different and innovative in how we do things, because we always call ourselves Not Your Ordinary Book Club.
Right, for sure.
And we have a phenomenal president. Ebony Evans is just one of a million. She's
Shout out to
awesome. She had a dream that there was going to be this big book event in this space, right?
Yeah.
She goes to the space to book it for something totally different, and she's standing in the space like,
This is it.
this where we having our event at.
Yeah.
And from there, she came to us like, this what I want to do. This the vision that I saw. We gonna do it. And we was like, yup.
Right, yeah.
We gonna do it, And so from there we started planning. So we booked our location, which is the corner ballpark.
Yep.
So that's the old Tiger Stadium.
Yep, a corner of it.
Yeah, so that's where it'll be.
Okay.
And so we started gathering up our sponsors and everything. And so it's powered by Bray.
Okay.
And Bray is called the Book Readers Appreciation Event.
Okay.
And that's an annual thing where authors come together. They offer their books for like a few days for free.
Oh, okay.
So readers can just come. They can download their books absolutely free. Like it's like a weekend or something like that. I think it's grown, so now that it might be a little bit longer.
Okay.
Right? But all of us are just working in combination with each other. And we got some amazing sponsors that came on board.
Yeah.
So my brand, Tam Telling Tales, is one of the sponsors.
Okay.
But we also have others like Trader Joe's,
Really? Okay.
Fago, Better
Damn.
Made.
Oh, these serious. These serious sponsors.
Listen.
Fago done popped in. Shit.
They said, hello, we got a little stuff for
Right.
you.
Okay.
Vote of Midnight, which is a comic book store up in Ann Arbor. It's like huge. It's a big deal. Oh my God. Goodness. Photos by Nicole.
So
Sam's
you about to
Movies
try to remember all of
Chocolate.
them.
Listen,
You about to try to remember all of them?
we got us kids karaoke.
Yeah.
We got our sponsors, okay? Amazing ones. And so it's just been coming together so well.
So this sounds like a huge event.
Yeah, we got over close to 50 authors that's coming and vendors.
Yeah.
We have a certain set of featured authors that'll be there. So shout out to Beverly Jenkins. Oh my God. So Beverly Jenkins is like the literary Beyonce.
That's the literary Beyonce.
And listen, go around some book lovers. You say her name.
Okay.
They're gonna be like,
I seen my girl on there too, Sylvia Hubbard. That's what
Sylvia's going to be there. That's boo. So
sure.
she'll be there. Another featured author is Brandon Massey. So he does a lot of psych thrillers and
Gotcha.
suspense. Jacquel J, Karen Lee. Man, it's a lot. I wish I had my flyer in front of me. I don't know why I didn't bring it in, but
Right, so we could have
we
showed
got
it.
8
Right.
featured authors though, and
Okay.
then we have another conglomerate of other authors that'll be
Okay.
there, and vendors. So we'll be selling. The folks be selling shirts and woodworkings, and you can get you a massage when you
Yeah,
get there
and they
too.
do massages out there.
Listen.
Damn.
Okay, we got us some classes going on for the dancing. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Right. So yeah. So that's my question then. Like, so somebody going to this event, like, what should they expect? Like, what should they expect?
They should expect
Because you
a
call
good
it an
time.
experience, so like it sounds
Yeah.
like it's about to be a lot involved. So
It is. So, Not Your Ordinary Book Club, and we're called ICU Reading and Social Network.
Gotcha.
So that social network part is really where we are putting a nice big focus
Okay.
for this event. Because, you know, you
Gotcha.
always going to get the books. You know, they
Yeah.
the staple. But that social part,
yeah,
yeah,
start
because
getting
we a
out and
good
meeting
time.
these people. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
we a good
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
So we gonna definitely have that social part going. There's gonna be DJs, you know,
Okay.
there will be dancing, there'll be food there. Like I said, there'll be massages.
Where them fans at?
Okay, there will
Oh,
definitely
God.
be
Right.
going. Okay,
Right.
I'll be on the mic. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So encouraging all the people to spend your money with these authors. Buy you some books and,
sure.
and knickknacks and whatnot. And then we are a very giving group too.
Okay.
So we already getting our bags prepped and prepared. So you're paying to come in, but you getting stuff.
You getting
okay.
stuff.
You do not
Yeah.
have to leave our event empty-handed.
Right.
Somebody gonna leave with something.
Okay.
However, we are encouraging everybody to bring your money.
right. I'm just saying though. Right. Bring
your
your
money.
bread. Right.
Okay, we know what happens at these places. They come there expecting to sell things. You come there expecting to buy.
Right. No, for
Okay.
sure. No, for sure.
So yeah.
So how do people like come? Like, how do you get tickets and all that stuff? You gotta,
So
you gotta throw that out there.
Of course, you got to head over to Eventbrite and grab up your tickets there. If you type in ICU Reading, it's gonna pop up because
And that's EYECU. All right. In
yep,
case y'all was on there. Yeah.
EYECU. That's the reason why it's going to pop up because we spell it very uniquely.
For sure.
So I, as in your actual seeing I,
Right.
EYE, the letter C, the letter U, ICU.
There you go.
Once you head over there, grab up your tickets over on Eventbrite, and then shoot us a little message if you want to. Be like, I got my tickets.
Right. No,
So
for
we
sure.
we can get more hype.
So that's Saturday, August the 23rd, 1 until 7. So that's 6 hours for you to hang out, buy stuff, clack your fans, all that good stuff. At the corner ballpark, that's 1680 Michigan Ave. All right, Detroit, Michigan, 48216. That's down there for y'all that don't know. It's by the old school Tiger Stadium, the
Yeah.
actual Tiger Stadium, because this is Comerica Park. So
Yeah, that's
the
Comerica.
actual Tiger Stadium. Now,
Right
it's
there
a
in Michigan.
it's a lot of history down in that area. So like honestly, like even though she just kind of was there doing something else and fell in love with the site, it's kind of perfect though, right? It kind of fit the mold. It fit the thing.
fits. You get
Yeah.
to be in Detroit, and we have people coming in from out of town too,
Right.
so they get to be in
True.
a very Detroit area of Detroit, because you
Yeah.
know all of Detroit ain't really like Detroit like that.
Right, it's the
You know
for
what I'm
real
saying?
Detroit where
This Detroit.
the
They
trolley
get-
rail and the
You
bricks
see
is
what I'm
coming up
saying?
through.
You see what I'm saying? So for all the people that's
The
coming in from out of
history.
town, you get to really feel Detroit, and it's a great spot. They want to go over to the train station and check that out. They can do that, and then
It's dope over there now. Yeah, it's dope over there.
yeah, and they still have like the heart of Detroit there too, because you know
Yeah.
that's hard to really do. So
It is.
they've done a great job over
Yeah.
there. I enjoy it.
Yeah,
and
no,
then
for sure.
the day before on Friday, because it's like, oh, we got all these people that's coming into town, and so I mean, what they gonna do?
Right.
And so we didn't.
Y'all got something else going on.
Listen,
Okay.
we was like.
All right, what
We got a
drop
little
it?
piece of comedy club and bar just reserved
Yeah.
for the ICU clique.
Oh, word.
You know
okay.
what I'm saying?
Look
So
at
you
that.
know they can pull up over at North Bar and Grill, right there off Northwestern Highway.
Yeah.
So you got the bar that's right there, and then right next to it is Punchline Comedy Club.
For sure.
So we got both them.
Oh, both of them.
Okay, don't.
Both of them.
So if you're not a part of the ICU experience on that weekend,
Don't be thinking about that.
don't come over there.
Right.
Don't come over there
Right.
because it's ours.
Yeah.
It's ours for that evening.
Punchline be good. Yeah.
Listen,
Punchline
we
be
got
lit,
us
though.
some comedians coming through that's gonna do us a nice little show. Y'all can get
For
y'all
sure.
some drinks at the bar, go in between the two. It's gonna be a good time for the whole weekend, y'all.
I was gonna say, so now this is a whole weekend experience.
Yeah.
Now, have you attended an event like this before anywhere, or are y'all really breaking the mold with this?
So I have. I
Okay.
will say that we're not breaking any molds. They have
Okay.
amazing book events that happen all over the country.
I gotta
all the
get hip.
time.
I gotta
You
get
know what I'm
hip,
saying?
yeah.
Like they be dope. And so shout out to the National Book Club Conference.
Okay.
That takes place in Atlanta every year,
Mm-hmm.
and that's one of the biggest events that we would attend on a regular basis.
Gotcha.
That has aided in us, having somebody to look to.
Yeah. No, for sure.
To see what should we do,
What should you
shouldn't we
do? Yeah.
and things of that nature.
Get some
So,
guidance.
yeah,
Yeah.
Curtis Bunn has been super supportive of ICU
Okay.
reading for several years. So shout out to him. This will be one of the years where we gonna end up missing it because we doing
your
our
own thing,
thing.
right.
But shout out to them though, down
for
in
sure.
Atlanta. But they are everywhere. They are all over. It's so funny because if you're not in the book world, then you just think like, okay, people just read their books and they go on about their day.
No,
but
seriously.
the book world be
lit.
jumping.
It be lit.
Let me tell you
No pun
something.
intended.
They will pull up with a suitcase.
Yeah.
Like I came here to spend my money.
Right.
Like I didn't see it with my own two eyes, and I'm not talking about all of the pulled up posh conservatives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not the posh
Because they be thinking
conservatives.
that's all the book readers are.
Right.
The put up posh and reserves. And,
Right.
No, it'd be us.
It'd be us.
Okay,
Regular folks.
every level of folk
Yeah.
enjoys reading, and
For
then
sure.
once they've decided they're a reader, like they will go hard for you and support.
Yeah. Especially when they start, I think it's always important to see people that look like you. I mean, that's representation is a real thing. So
Yep.
yeah, for sure. So I'm excited about it. You know what I want to see though?
Yeah.
I want to see the day when ICU book reviews are up there with Oprah though, right? Because I don't even know if Oprah really be reading these books, but like as soon as she stamp it though, like is out of there.
I feel like
She probably used to.
She may be used to. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
but
will
now it's
say,
just like,
'cause
hey, I'm going to stab it.
I was that girl. I was looking to see what Oprah said.
Exactly.
We was reading. I was like, oh,
There
my
you
God,
go.
get that book. I do be looking
So
for
it'll
that
be
sound.
dope to see y'all be the leader in that era. Just be like, all right, damn, they said I got to read it, then I need to read it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Where do you see, like, because we getting ready to wrap it up, but
Okay.
where do you see, like, ICU going, like, in the future? Like, we ain't got to go 20 years down, but, like, in the foreseeable future.
So in the foreseeable future,
Yeah.
I just feel like this will not be our first and last. Like
Right.
we did it as we're celebrating our anniversary in a really nice way.
Okay.
And I don't even think that the people gonna let that be.
Right.
Because they've already started inquiring about,
What's
the
going on
upcoming
next,
year
right?
and everything. And we like, can we get through
Right.
this one first?
Exactly. No, for real. 15 years is
So,
major, though.
Yeah.
That's a major
yeah.
accomplishment. For
I
real.
think that
so
will
congratulations to
definitely-
all of y'all for that. Yeah.
Thank you.
No doubt.
I
Yeah.
think we will see more experiences
Mm-hmm.
coming down the pipeline. And what I know for sure we're going to see is a book. Okay,
Right.
because
Okay.
we actually
The book club's
do.
book. Right.
The book club's book is a thing. It's called Karma, you all. And everyone who has already purchased their tickets to the experience will be getting a copy of it gifted to them.
Oh, okay. Look at y'all.
At
Giving away
the
stuff.
event,
That's
yes.
exclusive. You heard it here first. You
Okay,
ain't heard it nowhere
so
else.
I got me a little segment in there. So y'all gonna want to check that out.
Yeah.
Now let me say this.
Uh-oh.
Tam Telling Tales. I really do recognize that y'all think I'm a little pulled up and whatnot, right?
Pulled up?
However,
Pulled up.
when you read my short story, don't come looking at me no different. Okay, don't come looking at me sideways.
Oh, damn. I got to see this love.
Don't do that. Okay, so just know that I have a great imagination.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're a writer, and that's what you have to have.
Yeah, and speaking
Yeah.
of writers, because I know we got to go in a minute, and we talking about ICU, but we also talking to books and authors and whatnot. And I have to like shout you out, sir, because I mean, you're an author, right?
Yeah, I wrote a little something.
I know this is about me or whatever, and I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Using your platform to hype me up and everything.
For sure, and I'm excited to do so.
Go ahead and just remind me that you got a book.
Yeah, so
go ahead and tell me about it.
I wrote a few books actually. A few of them are just well, not just, but they're poetry books, right? So that's how it started. Then I wrote my first novel, which is Those Brilliant Bastards, right? And I'm gonna tell you like real quick, the inspiration behind that was meeting Yusef Shakur and Shaka Senor, right? Both of them obviously from Detroit. Spent time in prison, got out and wrote books, right? So I met Yusef at, I can't remember what they used to call it, Urban Cafe, Urban City Cafe. It was like an internet book cafe, like a long time ago, like on Grand River. I went down there to go to a poetry show. I ended up meeting him. We started rapping. I learned his story and everything, read his book. And then I ended up meeting Shaka Senor somewhere else, and like the stories were similar. I read his book and I was just like, damn, they stories are stories that I know. I've never been behind the prison walls, but I got so many people that have, and so it just made me want to write a piece about the effects on family members and things like going away to prison and the people who left out here, you know, to fend for themselves. So that's what made me write that book. So it's a fictitious tale about a non-fictional issue for real. So like it's really happening, but this one's just a made-up story. But yeah, so that's what made me do that, and I called it Brilliant Bastards because like that's what the American judicial system is, like a bunch of brilliant bastards who created a system to keep us in chains. All right, I don't want to get all deep into that shit.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's
the book platform right now.
Yeah, it is though, right?
You see how this happens
organically.
This is why my first love is always gonna be books.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's so much depth that you can go into when it comes to book discussions versus like movie discussions. Shout out to the book world. Shout out to the movie world too. You know what I mean? I love y'all too.
Because you part of it now.
Listen, okay. Shout out to y'all too. But baby, them books gonna always be my first love.
No, that's for sure though. Yeah. And but also too, it allows you to kind of differentiate the conversations you have with people, because a lot of people can't speak to literature, like they can't. And that ain't no diss or nothing, but it just put us all in different categories. I just so happen to be, able to kind of transverse everything,
dabble
in all that shit. Yeah.
And I'm not afraid to be a vessel that kind of guides a person into that place. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It may be somebody that's like, dang, I do keep hearing more and more about reading, but I probably should. If I can be that person that they like, man, I know if I go over here, Tam, I'm gonna say something about reading a book, man. I should probably have a book I should read. And then it becomes that you actually read the book.
Yeah.
I absolutely love when people call me back up and they like, man, that book was good.
Because look, the amount of time you spend scrolling, you could have read 9 or 10 books.
Yeah.
Right. Because I get lost. If you scrolling for an hour, like, where did that time go? And I ain't look at nothing. Not for real. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right. So yeah, we got way too deep in the books.
Okay.
You got places to go.
Okay.
I'm not gonna hold you up.
About to be outside.
Right, about to be outside. Get the people the information again about the event Saturday, August 23rd. Right?
Yes. So everyone, please come on out to the ICU Reading Literary Experience, powered by Bray, on Saturday, August the 23rd, 2025, from 1 to 7 at the Corner Ballpark in Detroit, Michigan. No, it's not just for local people. Everybody can pull up. So you got time to book you a flight. We got a host hotel. So head to our website, right? If you head to our website, you'll be able to get all of this information, all of the authors that's going to be there and everything, our hotel information, what we're going to be doing on that Friday night. Get your tickets. All of the things are there on our website. If you just look up ICU Reading, EYECU, the best thing for you to do is to go to Facebook. If you go there, look us up. Everything that you need will be there. The resources are there for you. We're super excited to have everybody come celebrate 15 years with us. You'll get a copy of our book, Karma, that is dropping the day of the events.
For sure.
And just come out and have a good time. It's going to be for readers. It's going to be for people who just like to socialize. So we'll have some dancing. We're going to have music. We're going to have me. We're going to have podcasters there live, you know. So pull up, come see us. Like, I really need
Sound like it's gonna be a good time.
Listen, I need, if you've never gone to a book event because you thought, like, I mean, what could possibly be going on there that's fun?
It's books, right?
I need you to pull up
Yeah.
to this event because I need to show y'all like how the book world do it.
For sure. That's what's up. We're going to end it on that, man. Thank you for coming down to the basement, man. The basement is proud to have you. You know, so you got the Eagle Side sign behind you. So you are an official citizen of the block now. So thank you for coming out. Make sure you do follow Tam Telling Tales on IG, of course, to see all of her footage on everything. And tamtellingtales.com too, right? You got a website,
I got
right?
a website. You can go to all the social media platforms and look up Tam Telling Tales. Because let me tell you, TikTok trying to act like it like me.
Word. Uh-oh. Look out now. You done caught a wave.
I said, wait a minute, TikTok?
Right. You done caught a wave. No, for sure. All right. So thank everybody for checking us out today, man. Of course, this has been another installment of Off the Block, exclusive interviews with your boy, man, Q Lewis, holding it down live from the 48205, man. Red Zone, baby. Peace out, y'all.